Hey, CNN. Turns out CNN. Oh, this is such a great story. So you see this guy, his name is Nick Robertson.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember when Facebook censored us? They had a couple of guys fact check us. Do you know who they had fact check us? A guy who was ahead of their propaganda in the Middle East. CNN's propaganda in the Middle East was fact check, and a guy from the military. They're going to fact check our stories. Here's another CNN fact checker. Here's a great guy, right? Here's a guy named Nick Robertson. He works at CNN. He wrote this story. Saudi Arabia, hashtag MBS, reforms and tourism. Would you like to visit? And there's a picture of a heart. Saudi Arabia. This is from December 5th. This is from right now. Reforms and tourism. Would you like to... Reforms and tourism. Would you like to visit? You'll like Saudi Arabia. They're on our side. And we're an authoritarian theocracy anyway. 5 years of social reforms driven by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has drastically loosened the conservative grip on Saudi society. CNN's Nick Robertson says it could yet prove to be a magnet for tourism. And he's got a picture of the sexy ladies. See the sexy ladies out at a cafe?
I'm liking the social reform, Jim.
Wow, did Cardi B buy that handbag?
I saw that.
This is really what he's saying. There it is. Saudi women chat at a coffee shop. Until recently, they would have needed to cover their heads and be accompanied by a man. Wow. Wow. That's real feminism, too, right? Shades, smartphones, quilted purses. Spending way too much time on your hair, which I appreciate. I am not castigating them for that. I would like all women to spend this kind of time. Am I saying the path to female emancipation is to wear a hijab like this woman back here? Yes, that's what I'm saying. No, I do not embrace. I can't. I don't care what's written on this page. They look good. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is this guy. That's the point of the story. This guy, Nick Robertson, he's the CNN International Diplomatic Editor. He's the CNN's International Diplomatic Editor. He's on the phone right now with the airlines planning his next trip to Saudi Arabia. This is from Ken Klippenstein. He does all the deep dives, gets all this stuff. He goes, the author of this article, Nick Robertson, was listed as a recipient of Saudi government-funded advocacy material per FARA disclosures. So if you are a foreign agent, you have to file the FARA thing, and I think that's what they got Trump's campaign manager out for not filing properly. But they did. They filed it. So he went and looked at it and found out that he's been getting Saudi government-funded advocacy material.
Oh.
So here's the received NSD FARA registration, Glover Park Group. That's where he works. Received the Glover Park Group. Where is his name? His name has got to be here somewhere.
Nick Robertson, May 19, 2017, in the middle.
Is this it? There's it. May 19, 2017, email to Nick Robertson seen regarding U.S.-Saudi relations. So good catch by Ken Klippenstein, the author of this article, Nick Robertson. So the guy is getting sent. This is a ridiculous. This is Josh Lieberman from NBC News. He says, this is a ridiculous line of attack. Any journalist who regularly covers foreign affairs gets emails from various nations' lobbyists. Receiving an email doesn't mean you can't do your job objectively.
Oh.
Dave Anthony says, saying Saudi Arabia might be a great tourist destination isn't doing your job objectively. Do I need to show you a picture of this guy doing his job objectively? I love how another guy from the corporate media doesn't see a problem here. I guess we can all go back to bed now because Joss Lederman from NBC News says there's nothing to see here. Pro-war, red baiting, McCarthy smearing, Russiagating NBC News, Joss Lederman says there's nothing to see here.
Back to brunch.
Now back to brunch. I won't believe this isn't a big deal until I hear it from Brian Stelter. Does this look like the work of an objective journalist to you, Jackface? The U.S. is complicit in Saudi atrocities in Yemen. 4 years after the start of the war, the U.S. continues to support a Saudi-led coalition accused of war crimes. I guess that's why Yemen isn't on the vacation list for Nick. Hey, here's another article from Amnesty International. 10 ways that Saudi Arabia violates human rights. Torture in police custody is common. So this would be the article you would think a journalist would write. 10 ways that Saudi Arabia violates human rights. As opposed to Nick's article, which was 10 ways to spend an afternoon in Saudi Arabia. The torture in police custody is common. You can be detained and arrested with no good reason. Religious discrimination is normalized. Migrant workers have been deported en masse. Human rights organizations are banned. Wow. Torture is used as punishment. Executions are on the increase. There's no free speech. There's no protests. And women are widely discriminated against.
Time to go on vacation.
Wow. Now here's Nick with the 10 best day trips in the region. Look, feminism. Ladies can dress up pretty. Look, it's all over. Everything's cool now. By the way, did you ever see this? A Saudi print bought airplane seats for all 80 of his Falcons. There was pictures of this. Literally, there's Falcons in the seats. I can't show you the picture because it's copywritten, but I can show you this. A Saudi prince bought airplane seats for all 80 of his Falcons. I just thought I'd throw that in there. We're not sure which in-flight movie they saw, but... For those of you with window seats, pay no attention to the dead Yemeni children visible from the right side of the cabin. So there you go. There's some great work done by CNN. Nick Robertson, what is his name again? Nick Robertson.
You got it right. I'm on the phone communicating diplomatically, internationally. Call me sometime.
That's just funny. That's funny to me. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is where I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.